Hey everyone, thanks for joining us today for our monthly webinar. We will go ahead and get started. And while everybody's still logging in and joining the webinar, I'm just going to cover a few things with you guys. There is a handout that's made available for today's presentation. It's just a little bit more information on the Simple Stores platform, which is what we are going to cover today. And there's also a question box that's made available to you. So anytime throughout today's presentation, if you have a question, you can go ahead and just pop it into that box. We get to all the questions at the end of the webinar. If we don't get to your question today, we will follow up with you in an email. And even if we do get to your question, we still like to follow up in an email. That way you have it in writing and we can kind of start a conversation from there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Today's webinar is Simple Stores and Redemption Stores. It's one of our newest products, so we just kind of wanted to dedicate just our monthly webinar topic to that today. And so you may have seen us at PPAI or seen some of our emails or been on our website. So we're pretty excited to share this with you today and go through what Simple Stores and Redemption Stores are all about. So let's go ahead and get going. On today's presentation, you have myself, Lucy Taylor, and then giving today's main presentation and demo is our Vice President, Tanya Ignacek. So we're going to go ahead and get through that. I'm going to hand it over to Tanya to tell you a little bit more about Bright Stores and what we do.
Thanks, Lucy. So a lot of you are familiar with who we are, but some of you might be new to us. So I just wanted to cover just a little bit of groundwork as to who Bright Stores is. So Bright Stores is a company who has been in this industry since the 90s, providing online, usually e-commerce solutions specifically to the promotional products industry. Prior to being this provider for the promotional products industry, a variety of us were distributors as well. So we've got a long line of experience and information about this industry that we bring forward within the products that we provide. So our specific niche has been online company stores and other online tools for placing orders by your clients online. So we're really good at what we do. We know the needs, the requests, the scenarios, the unique types of programming that customers are going to need and that clients are going to be asking for. But bottom line is we know company stores. We know what it takes and we know what you need. So we've been working very hard this past decade and a half to bring forward a solution that provides you with a lot of what your clients are asking for. We also know the industry very well because we have been in it so long. We know the unique needs and requirements of this industry, and we know technology. So we've been building these stores, gosh, over 8,000 stores and counting for huge companies, small companies, and everything in between. So we know what technology is all about really, really well. And so we try to bring that expertise forward in the products that we provide to you. So aside from all this, what I think to be very important stuff, we're a company of humans. So we also really try to bring forward some great support, great contact, and just a really good resource for you when you need help with any step of the process. So that's just a little bit about who we are here at Bright Stores.
Okay, and so today's presentation, like I mentioned before, we're going to be covering our Simple Stores and Redemption Stores. We'll go over the uses, how you can use each stores, and some of the features included in those stores. And then we're going to go through a live demo of both the Simple Store and the Redemption Store and show you some of the back end. That way you can see, how it's built. We've been telling you guys how easy it is, and so you'll absolutely get a chance to see that today. And then we'll also kind of talk about, what alternatives are if you need a little bit more of a store. And so that's kind of exactly what we're going to go through today during the presentation. So it's what you have to look forward to. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it back over to Tanya to give the rest of the presentation.
Great. So what are Simple Stores? This can be a big question because you guys know us as company store experts. We do company stores. And within our company store system, Bright Sites, the system that is so effective and amazingly flexible and robust that we offer, that is a very customizable, very robust solution that we bring forward. But over the years, and especially much more recently over the last couple of years, and even, drastically over the last single year, we have more and more clients that come to us that love our system, that love our company stores, saying to us, hey, we have these clients that really want an online presence, but they just don't warrant a full company store. We just need a pop-up store, or we just need a simple store with a few products that they can come pick out, order, and be done with. We don't need all the company store bells and whistles. So do you have something like that? So after hearing this request from a number of clients over a course of time, we thought, boy, this is obviously a niche or a hole in our offering that we need to fill. So we're trying to do that. We're really trying to be proactive in our products that we're bringing to you so that you have a solution to fill the needs for your various types of clients. So a simple store is just that. It's a simple online ordering portal or store where you can create a handful of products or an offering of products, bring them forward to your customer, and they can come in and very simply request those products and place that order online within a page or two of ordering. So as I mentioned, it's perfect for your clients who don't really qualify for a company store. The process is such that it's much more straightforward and simple. The pricing is such that it's much less expensive for clients that don't order a lot. And it's just a really nice little piece of the pie to slide in there for those needs and scenarios where it fits. You can set up a simple store and put it out there to a population of employees for 1 to 1,000 or more, whatever the case might be. Put it out there, let users come pick their product, place their order, and be done. They're great for temporary, what we're hearing now, people referring to something as pop-up shop, meaning, hey, this is a 2-week store, a 3-week store, a 5-week store, whatever the case might be, but we just need to put this 3 products up there, let the employees come pick which one they want, gather those orders and close it down and be done. We hear this every single day over and over again of clients that are needing this kind of functionality. So a simple store is great for something like that. For seasonal stores, for a fundraising store, for uniform stores, for school stores, it really runs the gamut for these more straightforward, streamlined programs that you want to run for different clients that don't warrant a full company store. So a simple store is a great use for that. Some of the simple store features that I think play well in this are quick setup and launch. So it's crazy quick and easy to fire up one of these simple stores. And I'll kind of show you that here in our demo in a little bit. But you just basically add a logo, customize some colors, copy in some products, set up a payment method, and launch it. You can turn on a countdown clock or an order goal. So there are a couple of really cool features in here where if you wanted to have this store be on a countdown, you can turn that on. Or if you wanted them to be trying to meet an order goal or product item goal, you can turn that on as well. There's great orders and reports data behind this so that at the end of your program or in the middle of your program or throughout your program, you have access to really great reporting behind these simple stores. Custom report builder, sales report, things like that, that you can easily run and save to Excel and export as well. And you can even tie it into APIs, so really robust reporting behind these simple stores. And what I think is kind of a pièce de résistance is the ability to create, sorry, Luce, go back just one. I wasn't quite done. I went backwards through this list. Email marketing campaigns. So we've built behind these simple stores campaigns. So very easily, we've got a handful of templates that you can choose from. You can drag in your content. You can choose to send these out to everybody in your, all the contacts in your store. And you can just really easily put together an email, drag in a product, and have it sent out that campaign to the employees within a company to give them an action course so that they will go in and place their orders for their whatever it is that this program is being run for. So that email marketing is a really great way for you, the distributor, to be able to keep them on task of ordering the products within this program so they don't forget, don't miss it, all that good stuff. So email marketing, campaigns are a really neat thing behind these simple stores. So in summary, a simple store is a really great way to put these orders up, take orders. There's it's fairly open to what they can order as far as how they're paying for it. There are some options there, which we'll talk about, and then you gather the orders and fulfill them. Another option within the store, within the simple store, is a redemption store. So you can take that same simple store functionality, modify it slightly, and create a redemption store. So a redemption store is one where you create codes, you give those codes out, and then a user must enter that code to not only be able to access the store, but then to be able to redeem it for the number of products that they have access to redeem it for. So if it's somebody that gets one, here's a site, you have 5 products to pick from, here's a code, they can enter that code, they go in, and they can pick one product and then place that order. And then again, you get that in reporting so that you can then fulfill and process those orders. So redemption stores are another really great way to use a simple store. Let's talk a little bit more about redemption stores. So why use a redemption store? It really is a great way when you have a client that wants to run a program where they really control or limit how many products their employees or whomever are getting out of the store. Redemption store is the perfect way to control or limit what they're getting out of the store. So it's good for loyalty programs or reward or recognition. Maybe a holiday store where everybody gets one free gift out of these 5. Maybe everybody gets a summer t-shirt and you just want employees to come in and pick their size, but they can only get one product. It's just a really nice way to pop up one of these simple stores while also limiting what employees can get out of the store by product count. So really, really useful product for you to offer to your clients. Some of the features for redemption store are really streamlined checkout. Basically, users come in, pick their product, and then just enter the ship to address and some basic information about themselves, and that's it. The system can generate codes for you, or you can upload your own list of codes into the system. So it's very easy to either have us create those codes or you create those codes and upload them in mass. You can create code groups. Code groups is a pretty cool thing. So code group lets you manage the products that can be viewed with codes, as well as the number of products they can redeem the code for within the store. So you can create multiple code groups and say, all right, this group of users can see these 3 products. That group of users can see those 4 products. Third group of users can see only 1 product. And all of these groups can only redeem a code for 1 product. So you can create these different code groups to control what they see and how much they can get. And then you load codes into the code group, give them out, and then based on that code, they'll see the appropriate products and only be able to order 1 or whatever you set it to be worth. You can also keep track in the back end of when the codes have been redeemed, which codes have been redeemed and what they've been redeemed for. So there's some good reporting behind this as well. So some great redemption store features that are very helpful and useful. So all of this is well and good, but I think, as always, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So I wanted to take you through these demos and show you what it looks like. So let's first take a look at a simple store, not the redemption store, but a simple store. And I kind of want to show you around the store. And then I also want to show you how easy it is to set up one of these simple stores real quickly. So here's an example of a simple store. I am assuming you can see my screen. So here you can see this is a pretty basic design. You've got a logo here. You've got some colors. In this example, you can see the countdown. It's been turned on in this store. You can see the goal. This is set up with a monetary goal. You can see the count up to that. Please know these are options. You don't have to turn these on for your store. You can put in some text, and then you determine which products you're offering in the store. So in this particular store, I've got 5 products listed down on the store. So they'll scroll through this one-page ordering, see all their products listed out on this one page, and they can pick and choose the products from this single page of ordering. So in this particular product, I'm going to pick a color, I'm going to pick a size, I'm going to add this to my cart. I'm sorry, I've been playing in here a bit, so let me do that again. I'm going to pick a color, pick a size, add this to my cart. I'm just going to add it to my shopping cart. I'm going to scroll on through here, and maybe I want to also order one of these Yeti tumblers. So I'm going to pick one of these and add that to my cart. So now I've got a couple products in my cart. I want to go ahead and check out. I'm going to click checkout. This takes me to my single, straightforward ordering page. So some basic information about me, just a first name, last name, and an email address. Where do I want the order shipped to? I'm going to enter my address information, email, phone number, and now payment. So when you're setting up a store, a simple store, you have the option to accept credit card. If you set that up in your account, and then you can accept credit card for the store. And the other option is a custom payment method. So if you're not really charging for orders in the store, maybe you're going to be billing internally, you can create a custom payment method to ask for whatever information you want. Maybe you want a name for payroll deduction. Maybe you just want the department so that you can bill it back to the department. Maybe you just want to say, enter your name and to approve this order, and then you invoice appropriately. So whatever kind of basic information you want to gather, or maybe something like purchase order or cost code or something like that, you can ask for and then gather that information here. They can also see an overview of their order, and then if they want to put in some notes, they can do that as well. So that's it. They submit order. Order confirmation email goes to the shopper. Copy of it goes to you or whomever you want receiving it, and the order's placed. Really, really easy. So now let's take a quick look at how easy it is to build one of these stores. So I've opened up the account in the Bright Order Management System, and I'm going to click on the Stores tab. Here's a list of my stores. You could click New Store to create a new store. I'm going to go ahead and click on a store I started just the basics of. So I've already started a store. I've put in a name, assigned it to my client, simple, given it a URL name. You can put in some order confirmation emails. If I want to upload a logo, I just upload image. Then you can open it up on your own screen. You just drag the logo right on in there. Then you can click upload, and it'll load your logo. Then you can go through and you can create some button colors, button hover colors. When the order is submitted, you can put in a note for that. You can type in an introduction paragraph that'll show up in your store, copyright text, enhance date. If you want to turn on that countdown or that goal, you can set those up here for dollars or units for the goal. So you can use those or not. For shipping, you can put in a note about shipping. You can offer a flat shipping rate. For payment, again, if you're set up with a gateway, you can do credit card or you can do that custom payment method, and then enter whatever type of information you want to gather for the custom payment method. If you want to tax orders, something you set up in your account, and you can turn it on to tax it as well. So you click Update Storefront, and you've just updated your store. Now let's put some products in our store. So I click on Products. We've got a product database that you can copy products from, and you can build up your item list. Your item list is a list of all the products that you have in your account that you want to put into your stores. So this is my item list currently, and this is my store. So I just want to drag a couple of products over, maybe just the women's and the men's OGO shirt, and offer just those products. So I'm going to click Update Storefront, and those products are in my store. So now I'm going to go back to my Stores tab, and I'm going to go to this store that we just built, and I'm going to take a look at it. So now you can see I've got my company name, my text, and my two products. And so it's just very easy to create these demos and put them out there. So that's just a little bit on the simple store. So now let's take a look at the Redemption Store. Redemption Store is very similar, but as I was mentioning, you're going to be redeeming rather than quote unquote buying. So I've come to the redemption store, and this is taking me to a landing page. I've got my logo, some text, and it's just saying enter your code here. So I'm going to enter a code that I have that allows me one product out of these two, kind of like what we just did. Code successfully added. So I'm in the redemption store. I'm going to go ahead and pick an orange shirt, size medium, and I'm going to add this to my cart. So I've got my one shirt in my cart. I'm going to try to be greedy, come down here to the ladies, and order one of these too. When I click add to cart, you're going to see it says, can't add this to the cart. You're only allowed to redeem a maximum of one item because that's what the code is worth. So now I know I can only order my one product. So I'm going to click into the cart, click checkout, and this is going to take me to checkout where, again, it's really straightforward. The redemption store is a little more straightforward because you've got your information, your shipping address, notes, and that's it. There's no payment because you're actually, quote unquote, paying with your code. So very, very straightforward and easy to place orders in these stores, redeeming your codes. So that's a little example of a redemption store. Now let me show you how easy it is to set up a redemption store. So I'm going to go back to the same administrative access, and I'm going to go into the simple redemption store. So again, I've started some very basics by assigning it to a client, giving it a name, a URL. I've already showed you how to upload an image. I don't think you need me to show you that again. But you can create your buttons, put in an introduction paragraph, update the storefront. Then you've got your products where, again, you can load products into your store, which I already did in this example. I've got 4 products in my store. Now let's create some code groups. So you can click New Group to create a code group. You can give that code group a name, give it a limit for all codes within that group. I'm going to go ahead and click into, or come into this code group. And here you can see I can assign the products I want available for this code group. So this code group, I'm only allowing these 2 shirts, not the tumblers. Now, when I load redemption codes, I can either come in and add them one at a time manually, or I can get the code template, fill it out and upload it, or I can allow it to generate codes for me. So if I wanted to add one manually, I'm just going to go ahead and enter a code, assign it to the one code group that I have, and create that code. Now that code is valid for the products that I've shown you within this store. So it's just a really nice way for you to be able to create a redemption store, very simple, very easy for your customers. As I mentioned too, there's a great tool here called Campaigns. So you can very easily create these email campaigns. You just come in here, create new campaign. I'll take you into an existing campaign. You can create your campaign, give it a subject, give it a name, pick your template, select the client that you want to send this campaign to, the URL to the storefront that you want to assign it to, and decide if you want to send it to all emails on file with a client, or emails that have ordered in the last number of days, weeks, whatever. Then you go into your content tab. You can upload an image. You can create content. You can drag products into your template. So it's very easy to come in here and build out this template and update it and send it. So campaigns are a really nice tool to help promote ordering into your either types of your simple stores. So that's kind of a bit of an overview or a demo for both the simple store and the redemption store to just give you an idea of how easy and straightforward it is to be able to build, launch, and run these simple stores. All right. So a simple store is great for a real straightforward program. There's a lot you can do with that. There are probably a lot of clients that need it. In my mind, gosh, the costing or the pricing on these stores are based only on orders placed. So you as a distributor can set up one of these simple stores or redemption stores without paying any one-time costs or any monthly costs. There's no setup fee on these simple stores. The only fee structure on these simple stores is when orders are placed. You're paying a per order fee. So you could put up 20 of these stores for 20 of your clients to say, hey, client, I've put up a store for you online so you can go order your top 5, 6, 7 products. Go order those online whenever you want to. And you can put that up there for them, and you're not paying anything unless they come in and place orders. So it's just a wonderful way for you to touch them, give them an online presence, give them an easier tool for ordering without investing in that solution for them on an ongoing basis. So simple stores, as I said, they're really quick, easy, clean, straightforward stores. Pop-up shops, temporary stores, fundraising, uniforms, easy. They're a wonderful tool for exactly what we've talked about. But sometimes your client is going to say, well, I love the idea, but I really, really need to customize the design. I need to bring home our branding. We want a store that's up all the time with our logo and our branding and our homepage and categories of products and, account balances and manager approvals and whatever it might be. So as they do start to have more robust needs for the online tool, it's likely they need a company store. So a company store, as we've talked about for years, is a real online store just for your client, designed, built, populated with products specific to the program that you want to run for them. So it's like a real online store just for them. So there will be a lot of times when you might think a pop-up store or a simple store is going to be a great solution for a client. But as their needs progress and as their needs mature, then there might be a company store need for that particular client. So if you're not sure what solution is best for your client, give us a call, because sometimes it helps to hash this out, kind of talk a little bit about the scenario, and then we can always say, oh yeah, that's perfect for a simple store, or boy, that really definitely is a company store that your client's looking for. So always reach out to us. We'll work with you to help you decide which is a tool that's best for a particular client or need that you might have. So that kind of leads us into let us know how we can help. We have a great team. I referenced the humans before, but we really do have an amazing team here at Bright Stores. We have a really great marketing team, a great sales team, a support team that'll help you, an onboarding group. So we're here to talk with you about what your client might need, help you come up with great solutions, and help you present it. We're happy to demo with you online as well if you want to pitch a store to a client. We'll help you learn the system. We've got great videos and people that we can talk through it with you to help you understand the system. So from selling and presenting to marketing to building to launching and supporting your stores, we're here every step of the way throughout that process. So with that, I'm going to hand it back to Miss Lucy to wrap it up.
All right. Thanks, Tanya. Before we get to everybody's questions, and we do have a lot of questions, so we'll try to get to all or most of them today. I just want to give you guys our contact information. Our phone number is up there. Marketing@brightstores.com is an email address that is monitored by multiple people, so we will get back to you as quickly as possible and kind of direct your email wherever it needs to go within the company. As Tanya mentioned before, our website has a lot of really good information, a lot of sales tools that you guys can use, and so feel free to go there. The handout that we attached to today's webinar has various links throughout the actual handout, so you can, it'll take you right to certain pages on our website. And then we host these webinars every single month, usually around the third Thursday or so. And so next month, we're going to be talking about qualifying and selling company stores. So that's next month's webinar. And yeah, like I mentioned, we do these every month. We record the webinars and we post them to our website after after we get that recording converted, and on our website, you can watch it on demand whenever you have time. If you don't have time to watch the webinar live, go ahead and register for it anyway, and we'll send you an email once it's up on our website. And on our website, you can view all of our past webinars on there. So we actually started an archive page because we have so many. So feel free to browse through that and just have a listen whenever you've got time. All right, so with that, let's get to the questions. So like I said, we have a lot of questions, and a lot of you guys asked some similar questions, so I'll try and categorize them. That way we can hopefully cover them. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the webinar, we will absolutely follow up with everybody that asked a question in a one-on-one email. That way you have, your specific question answered in writing, and so don't worry about that. All right, let's start with, is there a limit to the number of orders that can be collected in a simple store?
No, not necessarily. I mean, with any program, if it's enormous, if you're putting out a big retail type of program, I always say give us a call and let us talk first. So I guess my answer to that question is probably there is no limit. There's no reasonable limit. But let me know if it's really humongous program, then give me a call. We can talk through it. But from all normal purposes, no, there's no limit. It can take as many orders as you need it to.
Okay, and then we have one on the email system within Simple Orders. If people are not yet in the system as a user, can they still get an email?
You would just add, yes, sure. You would add the email addresses. You have control over the email addresses in the users, so you can load those email addresses and then send emails to those users.
Okay. Can a simple store take a payment other than a redemption code, for example, credit cards?
Yeah, so that would be a simple store. So you have two choices: simple store, which is credit card payment, or redemption store, which is code. Should you need to combine a redemption and a payment, you would need a company store. In the company store, you can absolutely set up codes that can be redeemed, and then if they want to spend money over that, they can pay with a credit card. So that scenario would be a company store. Otherwise, it's payment, as in credit card, or redemption.
Okay. And then we have, let's see, on the products, where does the product information and images come from? Do we have to do that manually, or are you connected to an API for that?
So we definitely have a large catalog of supplier products in our system. So you can search, find a product, and copy it into your item list very easily. Should you need a product that isn't in our database, it's very easy to add those products manually. But we do have a lot of them in there.
Okay, and then we've got quite a few questions on shipping address, so I'm just going to kind of generally ask this question. Can users bypass entering a shipping address if everything is being shipped to the same place?
No, you can't. Currently, you can't bypass shipping address in a simple store. Certainly something we can configure in a company store to skip over that, but in a simple store, they would have to enter a shipping address.
Okay. Can you have more than one option for selecting a logo?
No. A simple store is very straightforward. Here are the products. Pick them. You could put multiple products in there with each logo version. So put, if you have two different logos, put a product with each logo and let them pick it that way. Or you could even create two different stores, one for each logo, with the products in there for each logo. So lots of ways you can kind of work around that. But there isn't a logo choice functionality in a simple store. If you need logo choice, then we offer a really great logo choice functionality in our company store.
Okay. Can an order be split into how it's treated at checkout and charged to various cost centers?
No. A simple store is really meant to be not a company store where you're going to be able to have the store manage robust programs. It's really meant to just be a very straightforward ordering portal to come gather orders. And so if you did need an order to be billed to different cost centers and the users know their cost center numbers, they would just need to place individual orders by cost center.
Okay. Let's see here. What is the price per order?
50 cents an order. As you get over 1,000 orders, that price goes down. You can go onto our website at brightstores.com. Across the top is a Simple Store link. If you click on Simple Stores and scroll down, you'll see there's a link to the full pricing. But it starts at 50 cents an order.
Okay. And what are the shipping capabilities?
You can charge a flat shipping fee, and you can add a note letting them know how it's shipping. Okay. If you would like to estimate and add freight based on the order, that we have a really, really great solution for that in the company store.
Okay. Let's see. I have a client that likes to place orders for shirts and jackets. He normally collects sizes from each branch and puts them into an Excel spreadsheet. Wondering if a Simple Store might be a way for us to make it easier for him to gather data.
Absolutely perfect scenario. Yeah, this is a great tool for just that kind of program where you can put the shirt up there in all the different sizes, send the link out to all the employees, and let them come pick their size online. Then not only is it easier for the employees, but it's so much easier to be able to manipulate that information via spreadsheet after the fact, because you'll get all that information into a report, and then you can export it, sort it, and all that kind of stuff. So that's a really great scenario for when a Simple Store is a perfect fit.
Okay. What does the URL look like? Can we customize it?
In a Simple Store, the URL is not customizable. It's going to be, so let's just say your company name is Pete's Promos. It might be petespromos.orderpromos.com/store or Domino's or whatever the name of your client store is. So it's the component of that that's ours is orderpromos.com. Your organization will come before that. Your client will come after it. If you do need a custom URL, again, I hate to be redundant, but that is available in a company store.
Okay. Are there minimum orders for products?
No. Products are just put out there to come order whatever they want. You can't put a minimum in a Simple Store. You can in a company store, of course, but in a Simple Store, you don't have a lot of control over minimums or something like that within a product.
Okay. What does the final order confirmation look like when it gets to us? Is there an email that comes to us and then also a reference to the customer?
Yeah. So you will get an order confirmation email. So will the customer or the shopper. It's going to tell them basically the information that they put into the order. Of course, it won't send any credit card data. But aside from that, it'll send what they ordered, the color, the size, where it's shipping to, and have a picture of it and all that good stuff, and the logo from the store as well. So that order confirmation email will go to whomever placed the order, as long as they put in their accurate email address. And then when you set up the store, you'll put in the email address that you want to receive all the copies of that as well. So you'll get a copy of that there. Of course, you can also log into reports and see the information in the back end of the store as well.
Okay, and then we have a question about credit card processing. So I'm just going to kind of reword this a little bit, but what credit card processing gateways are available for Simple Stores?
Simple Stores integrates with Authorize.net and Stripe, S-T-R-I-P-E. So you would have an account with one of those, plug it into your account, and then you can offer it in a Simple Store.
Okay. And then can a redemption store be accessed from our Bright Sites dashboard?
No. It's a completely different system and therefore a different administrative access. So you log into a different URL to build and manage your simple stores.
Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there because we've kind of reached our time limit, but we do have a lot of questions to get to. So we're going to absolutely follow up with you guys in an email. So just be on the lookout for those, and we'll go ahead and get started on those and individually answer all of your questions. And so with that, I really appreciate everybody joining today's webinar and talking about our Simple Store products, our Simple Store store solution, I should say. And as we said before, it's very simple and straightforward. So we're happy to bring this to you guys, and we're happy that you've generated so much interest from this. So we can't wait to talk to you, and we'll be getting back to you all in an email. So thanks so much for joining us, and have a great day.